Go.
I'm Barbara Mitchell. I'm retired, but I've been a lifelong teacher and school administrator in the public schools in Philadelphia. I am a member of First United Methodist Church of Germantown, FUNCOG. I joined because it is an organization fully and actively committed to racial and social justice, and because as a church, it supports people who are at different places in their faith journeys, and because my partner and I were accepted as full members. Then boom, our associate pastor, Beth Stroud, was not so accepted by the Methodist Church at large when she spoke from the pulpit about love and her life. Many of our church friends, both gay and straight, left the church because they could not accept the discipline that says LGBTQ people are cut off from Christ and are unwanted and reviled in many Methodist congregations. Why did we stay?
I'm Ruth Thornton. I am a retired biochemist who was the department chair at the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. I grew up in Houston, Texas, and my father was a Southern Baptist minister. After I was out of college and had left an abusive lesbian relationship, my dad told me, Ruth, you are the one who notices somebody standing by the wall and introduces yourself to him or her. By that time, I had left the church for 20 years, but I came back to the church when I learned about FUNCOG. In response to a question that I asked Reverend Loader about what people think that I believe when I joined the church, he replied that being here is a time of exploration in the presence of others who love you. I interpreted this to mean that we're traveling down this road together, but we don't need a backpack or we don't need it filled. For 20 years, we have been part of this loving church that surrounded and upheld Barbara and myself as a couple.
We've been together for more than 30 years, and we're delighted when we could be legally married in Pennsylvania. However, we could not be wed at FUNCOG by our pastor without the possibility of charges against her. We set 3 criteria for our wedding. 1, to be married in the church, and 2, to be married with our church family present, and 3, to protect our pastor from going through what Beth Stroud and Frank Schaefer experienced. That would mean we could not be married at FUNCOG.
We set about looking for ways to fulfill these criteria, and our pastor came up with the idea of having our neighbor church help us. Germantown Mennonite Church, which was kicked out of the larger Mennonite conference because of LGBT issues, opened its door to all of FUNCOG. We were married there by Reverend Amy Yoder McLaughlin with our entire congregation, including our minister participating. During this service, our minister removed the stole in which she was ordained and placed it on Reverend Amy's shoulders as a symbol of her support for us and the inclusion of everyone in the Methodist Church. This is why we stay.